Hello. How's everybody doing? Still a little early, so we're not officially starting, but kind of just wanted to hop on and chat and say hello, and I don't know, talk with you guys a little bit before we officially start at that 8 o'clock mark. But yeah, so this is I guess a little prefacing a bit. This is where we ended off last time with the background painting, and yeah, we're gonna continue with this piece and hopefully add a little bit of just some small animations. So nothing too crazy, nothing too complex, just hopefully straightforward, and yeah, it'll be good. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing good, having a good Friday. Oh, nice. Did something like this for animation class? Nice, nice. Yeah. Well, it's not much of a dare. That is the plan. The plan is going to be, we're gonna add some flickering lights and I don't know, maybe some glow here and there. Maybe a flying ship. We'll see. We'll see kind of where the night takes us. But yeah, we'll kind of we'll take it from there. For the most part, we're just gonna be cleaning up the piece, and then I'm gonna try to limit myself, give myself maybe about an hour for the cleanup of the painting, and then the last remaining hour will be for animation. And then if there even is any extra time at all, then I don't know, maybe we'll do a little bit more touch up, because honestly, with background paintings you can spend forever on them. So yeah, firefly is not a bad idea, actually. That's a pretty good suggestion. I like that. It's not a bad one. I'll take that into consideration. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully people are doing all right. Does anybody have plans for the weekend? I don't know if there's any Canadians here, but it is Victoria. I'm pretty sure it's Victoria Day weekend, right? Let me see. Victoria Day. Yeah, Victoria Day. I don't know. Do people have any plans? Any Canadians here who have Victoria Day off or are planning on taking Victoria Day off? And if you do, or if you are planning on taking it off, what are your plans? Would like to hear some plans. People's plans. Josh, do you remember me? Wait. Maybe? I'm really bad with names now, but maybe. Are you the one that messaged me on Discord? I don't know. Victoria Day, it's I don't know, it's in memory of Queen Victoria. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. How's the stream where you drew that like this drawing? Okay, yeah. Your icon and your name do look familiar. Pop Tart. Yo, exactly. Yo, Kevin, have you tried there's a, I don't know if it's new, but they have a churro one now. I feel like I've never seen that before. I bought like so many boxes of the churro version, because the churro one, I don't know, I think it's the best one so far out of all the ones that I've tried. Strawberry one and the milkshake one, I'm not a fan of. I know they're the OG, but they have this weird, I don't know, pasty aftertaste afterwards. I'm not quite a fan. I feel like chocolate is safe, but chocolate can be a little heavy if you have like a chocolate Pop-Tart. But the churro one, oh, it hits like the right amount. Not too sweet. I mean, like, it's a Pop-Tart. It's going to be sweet, but it's not like too sweet. And it's not too heavy, because it's just basically just a cinnamon. It's cinnamon flavored Pop-Tart, essentially, with like icing in the middle. So I don't know. For me, it's like the perfect kind. Yeah, it's kind of like a national holiday because Canada used to be, I guess, I don't know what the term is, but we used to be under England or Britain, and I guess that's why we celebrate Queen Victoria, or like we commemorate her. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a holiday. Yeah, British colony. Yeah. We used. And Stairwell, you are back. Nice to have you back. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody here who's returning, but if you are returning and you're here in the last stream, well, welcome back. Yeah, we are going to be trying to finish this tonight. Oh, well, finish as much as we can tonight, because, yeah, environmental paintings, they can be a little tough. So we'll try to do our best, or I'll try to do my best, and everything. So, yeah. Ooh, it is 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna try to start on the dot so that we can get this stream moving. I'm just gonna organize my windows so everything is where I want it to be. Okay. Oh, can't shrink anymore. Okay. Cool. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this kind of special stream. Every now and then we do these kind of bonus stream that is outside of the Saturday and Monday ones. Just, if there's any kind of special maybe topic, or maybe kind of, this is an example of one where I don't quite finish it on the main stream, and then Kevin's like, or actually not just Kevin, but like all the viewers were kind of like, yo, we'd like to see you kind of develop this a little bit more. And so due to community consensus, we kind of, I guess, separated or kind of blocked off a day on the week that's not our normal stream time to kind of finish it. So yeah, today's kind of a special stream. Hopefully you guys appreciate it, and yeah, that's kind of what this stream is for. So I'm just gonna read the usual kind of intro and welcome script, and then we'll jump into the main stream. So hello again, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully wherever you are, you're having a good day or a good Friday night, and looking forward to the weekend. My name is Josh. I'm one of the instructors here at Wing Canvas, and if you don't know who Wing Canvas are, our mission at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So join us for free live stream lessons every week, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion into income. And also shout out to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible artwork and watching your skills improve in our classes and weekly critiques. And if you're an art nerd, be sure to join our Discord, where you can find our notes and artwork from streams, as well as art challenges and other resources to help you improve as an artist. So yes, we are on social media as well, so check us out on Discord, especially Instagram, Facebook, I believe we have like TikTok as well. I don't know if we still keep up with that, but definitely Discord's kind of like the big one that we post everything pretty much on, whether it's the critiques, announcements, challenges, everything can be found on Discord. So definitely check out Discord. And you'll probably notice on the very upper right of my screen, yes, the stream is sponsored again by XPPen. So we'd like to thank our sponsor for this stream, XPPen, who have an awesome selection of digital tablets for both beginner and advanced artists. If you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find the link in the description of this video. So thank you, XPPen, for sponsoring. And yeah, I'm also currently using an XPPen tablet to do this piece, so yeah, it's nice. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna kind of go over what I have planned for tonight. It's gonna be pretty straightforward, since these bonus streams are usually kind of a way for us to kind of maybe finish up a piece, kind of like what I'm doing right now. This one's gonna be pretty chill. Maybe I'll kind of go over some maybe lesson notes or little bits of tips and advice in drawing environmental pieces that I didn't quite go over exactly in the first one, but we won't spend too much time on it, because I do want to get as much done as possible on this piece. But what I have planned is we are going to kind of I'm gonna spend about an hour kind of touching up this background painting, kind of adding a little bit more details, refining a little bit of the lighting and the character. And then maybe in the second half, for the remaining hour, I'm gonna do some animation. So, like someone said, I'm gonna try to animate some lights, maybe some blinking, atmospheric twinkly lights, I guess, on the signs as well as maybe on the buildings. But we'll see how that goes. And then maybe also animate some like extra flying ships in the background. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's kind of what's on the plan right now. Oh, so yeah, I'm trying to think of like how we should jump into this. But this is where we were last time. So you kind of hopefully maybe remember these were some of the inspiration images. We kind of found out that these were probably most likely AI. Maybe not this one. I don't know about this one. But these one for sure. But we kind of took some inspiration from Blade Runner, some inspiration from Batman Beyond, and also some like Ghost in the Shell and retro technology kind of stuff. And then, if you guys didn't know, there was a little bit of a secret stream actually. I silently went on Discord and I actually just went in the silent studio and I actually painted this and refined it already on my own. So you can kind of see, hopefully you can tell the difference. It's like a very minor adjustment, but this is the original one. This is the one we left off with last week. And then this is how it's looking right now. So I kind of fine-tuned the reflections and kind of like the wet floor a little bit. And then I also redrew this character. This character here. That's standing there, because I was kind of feeling like the way, I don't know, she was drawn and the silhouette it was not quite the way I wanted it to be, so I kind of wanted it to be a bit more refined. So clean up the character, kind of added a little bit more shadows underneath the build, like these kind of random stuff in the alleyway, and it added a little bit more details. But yeah, I did all of this kind of in secret a little bit on Discord, so a few people caught me streaming on Discord, so that was kind of fun. A few like six or 7 people kind of showed up to say hi and kind of just chill while I drew. They were probably doing their own thing too, so yeah, I don't know. But that was cool. So I'm gonna close this one because don't really need it anymore. And oh right, that's what I was gonna say. So because this is kind of a special stream, I'm not gonna do any of the usual monthly challenge shoutouts. I'm gonna leave that for the next time, for the next stream. But for this one, we're just gonna jump right into the painting kind of thing, or at least jump right into kind of the topic of the stream. Oh, someone says, can you animate rain maybe? I don't know if we'll have enough time for it. I feel like blinking lights will be what I have time for, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll see how much time we have. What did I want to go over though? I wanted to kind of touch base on a little bit of atmospheric perspective, because I don't think I exactly went over it or went through it when we talked about it in... Actually, I don't think I need this. I don't think I went over it when I did the painting, but if you don't know what atmospheric perspective is, essentially, things that are closer to you, this is the very simple kind of breakdown of it, or rundown of it, I should say. Essentially, the things that are closer to you are going to be much darker. So imagine if this was like a cityscape. Actually, I should rephrase that. Things that are much closer to you are going to be more high contrast. And then the stuff that's kind of in the middle is going to be of like a middle type of value. So it's going to be kind of in the middle, not too dark, not too light. And depending on the type of city you're drawing, those values might change and everything. So it's not exactly, you can't really say that it's going to be right in the middle, but so it definitely has to be lighter and less contrasting than the foreground buildings. And then obviously your background stuff is going to be the lightest, and it's going to have the least amount of contrast. So you can kind of see, hopefully, how these buildings are getting lighter and lighter. And it gives off the sense and illusion of depth and also scale. So this is what atmospheric perspective is essentially or like this is what atmospheric is essentially. So things that are closer to you have a higher level of contrast, and then the things that are in the middle are kind of in the middle. It just has to be lighter than the foreground and darker than the background. And then the stuff in the background has to be the lightest, and it has the least amount of contrast. And the reason why I keep saying the least or most amount of contrast is because stuff that are closer to you will have also a lot of detail. You can put in like the window lights, maybe. You know, you could put like window lights, you could put in like more details, like the railings and then the stairwells and all that kind of stuff. But the stuff in the background, you might not have that same level of detail. Maybe you might bring up like a few spots of window lights, maybe. But you'll notice that I'm not making them very, very bright. They're just showing up. So it's very, very subtle. And then the stuff in the background might actually not even show up at all. So you'll notice kind of that's what I'm doing with my city painting as well. The stuff that's closest to me has a lot of detail, like this, the railings here. You can see each individual railing. We can see some graffiti writing on the wall on this block here. You can see all these kind of details, these like wirings and kind of rails over there in the garbage bag. But you'll notice as we get further into the distance, these blocks get less contrast and there's less detail happening with these blocks. And then when we get into the buildings way far in the back, you'll notice that they're just blocks. They're almost just blob shapes, and they're barely even noticeable. And that's kind of how we use atmospheric perspective to make these really deep, in-depth atmospheres and environments without having to paint every single detail, because we don't have to. Because as things get further away, we actually see less details and there's less higher contrast. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing for this piece and how I'm going to be refining it. So if you kind of see me picking out certain colors or kind of going back and forth between like, oh, making it a little bit lighter and then a little bit darker, the reason why is because I'm trying to make sure that as the values go kind of further into the middle, you know, because we're also using 1 point perspective. So as it gets deeper into the canvas, it's also getting lighter and a little bit less contrasty. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense as you guys are watching it, or I don't know, maybe have it in the background or something, but that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna catch up on chat since I kind of had to kind of, you know, explain away what the approach is. Rain would look really nice. Will I be able to do it within stream? I don't know. It might be really boring to do it on stream. I wouldn't mind kind of doing it off on the side. Maybe again, I'll secretly hop on to Discord. Maybe, okay, not secretly anymore, but I'll kind of like make an announcement. If people can kind of hop on, they can, but no promises. We'll see how it goes. I'm sorry because I'm drawing a hand holding a pencil at such a... Oh, that sounds tricky, yeah. Anytime hands or the human body is interacting with something, it's tricky. Yo, get a mirror, exactly. Mirror is your best friend. When he basically does nothing when he paints these. Not so secretly. What do you mean I don't do anything? New and I'm really proud so far. Oh, nice. Glad you're finding kind of improvement slowly. Okay, so... Oh, also, I guess I can also show you the character. So I drew this... Oh, it's really tiny. That's jokes. I drew this really, really tiny character. As you can see, this was the version that I redrew. And then I basically just painted over it to get this new silhouetted character. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If anybody is curious as to how I'm painting this, I am using a brush called, nope, not that one, Bristles 2 Flat Rough. It's kind of a default brush from Krita, and I find that it's really, really, just like, excuse me, a really great brush. And since we're kind of on the cleanup, touch-up stage, I'm actually going to lower the opacity of it down to about like 80 or so percentage, just so that I can get a little bit more texturing and everything. But also maybe keep your eyes out on YouTube, because we might be releasing a video soon where you might also get to see how I painted this reflective water, streaky, I don't know, reflective floor and everything. But yeah, kind of the approach for this is to just have this crisscrossing almost approach. And I'm just making my brush really, really big, lower the opacity, and get almost these streaks that capture the shapes of the buildings that it's underneath. And that's how you get reflections. But I'm also making sure that I have like these really kind of the reflective parts of the buildings are also showing up on the floor, and then they slowly kind of fade away afterwards. So yeah, so it's like a little bit darker here, closer to the building, and I'm making my brush really, really big. And then it slowly fades out as the reflection kind of gets further and further away from the object itself. So we get these really cool kind of glass-like reflection. A bunch of colors, but oh, there's no detail. I guess, yeah, there's no details. It's just all a bunch of shapes. I mean, that is basically what drawing is. Drawing is just having a bunch of shapes laid out. To re-angle this, I think I drew it at the wrong angle. Yeah, partway through, what I realized with this piece is that I think I'm pretty sure I drew the perspective of some of these objects incorrectly. So there's some of it is a bit off. So I'm gonna try to correct some of that right now. And I made it easy. Basically, the vanishing point is right where the character's head is at. So it's actually pretty easy to try to figure out where the vanishing point is. I've kind of made it easy for myself. Yeah. I love your silhouettes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I do want it to be kind of... I don't think I want a perfect background painting. I really like this more imperfect, very scratchy, almost graphic novel approach. So if you're here last time I was painting this on like the stream, which was like at the end of May, I think I mentioned that I really liked like this almost painterly, almost Batman, Gotham City style approach to the painting. And over the years of like flipping through like different art books and concept art books, what I've noticed for background paintings, especially when it's not going for like hyper realism, is like the texture. Just having these kind of like brush-like textures already creates like a really interesting environment, and I think that's kind of what I wanted to go for here, was like this just very different type of very brushstrokey, very textural, very rough environment. Because I think it also matches the tone, like having a scene like maybe wires hanging around and kind of like looping and whatnot, I think is like really, really cool. So like maybe add a wire, something here, and everything. Yeah, does anybody... Also, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to try to answer any questions if there are any, but yeah, if anybody has questions, feel free to chime in, leave them in the chat, and I will attempt to get to them. No guarantees, no promises, but yeah. There's an ad. Oh. Well, it is what it is. You know what though, is like I've never had YouTube Premium before, but then my sister kind of messaged me. It's like, hey, I have like a voucher or coupon or something for YouTube Premium. Do you want it? I'm like, okay, sure, I'll use it. So I've had the blessing of not having ads on YouTube, which is, it's very nice, and I'm very conflicted because I'm like, I don't really want to. I don't use ad blocker, but I'm also kind of like, man, not having ads is so nice, but YouTube Premium is so expensive. At first I was like, oh, YouTube Premium, I feel like it should be, you know, I never looked into it, but I was like, oh, it should be like, it's just YouTube Premium. So it'll be like, I don't know, like $7 a month, $6 a month. if nobody knows how much it costs, YouTube Premium costs like $16. Okay, Canadian a month. $16 a month. And I was just like, what? That's crazy. Give your family plan and split. Yeah. Honestly, YouTube with the ads have been pretty relentless, I will say. The ads on YouTube are ridiculous because they'll be like, you'll open a video and then you'll get an ad, and then 2 minutes into the video you'll get another ad again, and it feels like, yo, you just made me watch an ad. Why are you making me watch another one? Like, I literally just watched an ad from you. You made me watch an ad, I sat through it, whatever, and now you make me watch another one. Doesn't feel very fair there, YouTube. And then YouTube probably would just be like, oh, well, you know, you can get YouTube Premium. But I feel like because of that, I don't want to get YouTube Premium. I'm like, I will boycott, and I'm just gonna watch your ads. Is that any better? I don't know. But, yeah. Also, something... Oh, I'm using... I guess I'll show kind of my... little bit of inspiration right now. On the side, I have kind of these references. This one is by Guweis. I don't know how to say his name, but it's like Guweis Z, I think. And then I'm looking at, I don't know who does the paintings for this, or this might just be honestly an environmental shot, but it's from Dishonored. I'm pretty sure this is by, yeah, I'm not gonna say. I don't know who does the environmental paintings. I should have checked, but these are environmental concept art pieces from Dishonored. And something that cool that I noticed is that around the ground, I'm guessing due to like dust and everything, it's a little hazier and lighter around the ground floor of the buildings, and then it gets like a little bit more visible around the top. Now, it's not the case all the time, but it was just something that I noticed. Like, you'll notice here, like these buildings, they're hazier around the ground, and then more detailed and brighter and saturated around the top. So I kind of thought that was neat and interesting. And then obviously there's Sam Yang's piece, and then there's also a piece by Cedric Pevernay, I think. He also does concept artwork for Dishonored as well, but he's also done concept artwork for like other stuff, other projects. And I just really love his very geometrical art style. So I'm kind of been using his stuff actually as a bit of an inspiration for how to approach the shape languages in like the garbage bags, and even in the buildings and how I'm painting them. Obviously it's not going to be a one-to-one, but it's kind of like the inspiration on the side right now. Yeah. Spotify. Oh, I also don't pay for Spotify. Like if I do listen to music, I usually will just go and like buy the music itself if I really like it. Usually I think Spotify, I find it's really good for just testing out music or albums or artists that you're not too sure about. And I think it's really great for like exploration and discovery for different artists. But if I really like them, then I'm gonna go and buy their albums. So that's kind of what I typically do. Yeah. How many art books? Josh does not memorize who creates all arts. Hey, I memorized it. I said Guweis, Sam Yang, and Cedric Pevernay. Okay, the reason why I don't want to say is because either it's oh man, I forgot his name. He has like a Russian name. Ah, dang it. I really like his stuff too. It's like Kushnov or something. And then there's Peter Jablonski, but I don't think this is Peter Jablonski. Or Peter, it's like Piotr, Peter Jablonski. Ilya Kuvishnov, yes, that's the guy. No, wait, no, that's not the guy. You got me to say the wrong name. Ilya Kuvishnov is the illustrator, like the character illustrator, but the guy who does the Dishonored stuff goes, I forgot his name. Oh my goodness, it's gonna bug me. but he does the main stuff for Dishonored. I'm not gonna look it up, but if anybody wants to look it up, you can. But it's because like I think it's him. He has like a Kushnov kind of type of name, but then I'm pretty sure I think it's him, but I'm not too sure because he did some of the environmental art for Dishonored, but at the same time, he also did not do the environmental stuff for Dishonored. He did some environmental stuff, and then he didn't do others. So it's like hard to really say exactly if it was him or not that did that piece. I just typed into Pinterest and like, oh, Dishonored concept art, and then that popped up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the stuff from Dishonored. Oh really? A lot of people are doing background stuff. Oh, I'm surprised Aaron Blaze did background stuff because I'm like so used to him being more known for what is it? Like animals and like drawings. Like I didn't know he does. Oh, I guess he does do backgrounds, but his backgrounds are more like animal oriented. They're more like safari, kind of more realistic type of environments. So I feel like I'm surprised to hear that he did some environmental stuff. That's kind of cool. I did see that he was live during the day. I didn't watch it though, but I was like, oh cool, he's on right now. That's kind of neat. For you guys, I have like the, typical lo-fi that I play. But I actually, for myself, I have the Haikyuu soundtrack or the score going on. Yo, I've been rewatching. I was talking about this with the XPPen workshop people last night, but I've been rewatching Haikyuu, and that, oh man, that Haikyuu is so good. But then not only that score for Haikyuu is, ooh, it's so good. It's so nice. It is done really, really well. That Haikyuu soundtrack is so good. Or not the soundtrack, the score for it's so good. Oh, what app is this? Currently I am painting on Krita. So just good old Krita. And yeah, and I'm painting using XPPen's 15.6 Pro tablet, and yeah, it's pretty good. Also, if anybody's like, Josh, how do you know like what to paint for the buildings? I don't. I'm kind of just making this up as I go. Like I'll see a certain shape and I'll be like, oh, that's a really cool shape. Let me turn that into like either a building or maybe it's a billboard or maybe it's like um or it's like a sign or some kind of wiring or electrical appliance or something. Like I'm really kind of improvising and just making it up because at the end of the day, when you like zoom out, all these random shapes, our brain will kind of just slowly kind of just group it as something. And so that's kind of like the cool thing about environmental painting, in my opinion, is that like you don't have to be that clean cut as to like what things are. Obviously, depending on what you're painting on, but for something like this, there's like an alleyway, and for cyberpunk alleyway where there's so many different things and components to it, you can kind of just make up shapes, and your brain will kind of just fill in the information for you. So I think that's like the cool part about this. And maybe I'll just get a little darker. Have this be like a, I don't know. Looks like it's a see-through building that I made. Just randomly made a see-through kind of object there, so. I'll turn this into something. Turn this into a building. So we're doing 1 point perspective, and I guess maybe I'll kind of comment a little bit about 1 point perspective. Is that it is one of the easiest perspectives to kind of learn and play around with, but it is also one of those that you can very easily there are limits to 1 point perspective. So you'll kind of notice that the further I get from the main vanishing point, which is here, the further I get, the objects will slowly kind of have a bit more of a warping to them, like a stronger sense of warping, and that's because things should technically start going into like 2 point perspective or maybe like 3 point perspective, and that kind of warping is just inevitable when it comes to perspective in general. Anyways, so but just something to keep in mind and something to kind of pay attention to when you're doing environmental paintings is that when you use perspective and vanishing lines, that they have limits actually. And I think what's cool is that like as you draw more and experiment more, pay attention to like what those limits are and how it affects your drawings. Oh, have you ever used a drawing pad? Do you prefer a tablet? Let me see. Drawing pad. I have had a drawing pad. You mean kind of like an Intuos? I've had a Wacom like Intuos before, and I had it for like a good chunk of my university years. It's okay. It's not bad. Like the screenless tablets, they're okay for like getting you into maybe drawing with a tablet, but it's not the best just because there's no screens. So you almost kind of have to build up this hand-eye coordination for it, and it's not the easiest to build up that kind of coordination for. So I wouldn't recommend it if you're thinking about whether to kind of commit to a drawing tablet or a screen tablet. I would highly recommend getting a screen tablet and doing some research because like there's different types. There's also different costs for different tablets. So just kind of looking into like what your budget is, thinking about and considering like what are you looking for, and also your table size too. So I don't have a big desk, but I just have just enough space for like the 15.6 Pro. Like it just fits like a good amount of space. Doesn't take up the whole desk, but also doesn't it's not like too small either. It's actually slightly bigger than my old Wacom that I used to have. So it's good. It's like the perfect size, I would say, for me at least. So screen tablets definitely more worth it, but they're more expensive, so definitely do more research. And the research doesn't have to also be like, oh, which one's better or anything. Sometimes it's more just like, is it the size? Can you accommodate it? Does your computer have enough ports for it? And are you going to like use it, yeah, to like the full extent? Because sometimes people buy stuff and then turns out that they don't even need it. So it's like it feels like, oh, it's a waste, kind of thing. But yeah. How long will this animation oh man, that was a long. Okay. What I love about them is your hand is never in your way. I guess so. Yeah, the nice thing about drawing tablets or like a drawing pad is that they're not that big. Like there's no point in even getting a really big one because it's not a screen. But they are also way more affordable, so it's not bad. But if you're really gonna go all out, I'd rather just go all out on a screen tablet. Do you have any specifics to your design I should take note of while I draw? Um, I guess while I am drawing this, even though I did say like a bunch of this is kind of random, I am keeping in mind of like the general direction of the light source. So like because everything is in shadow and everything is in kind of like this alleyway, most things are going to be kind of rim lighted, like it's going to be rim lighting. So most of the lighting is going to be kind of on the edge and on the like the sides of things. And then there might be a little bit of bounce light, but nothing too crazy in terms of like bounce light. So I'm making things that are really close, just like really dark, kind of like this this stairwell over here and everything. And then I'm just kind of painting in random shapes and blobs to kind of build in that messiness. If you've never seen a cyberpunk style type of city before, definitely go look some up. They are meant to be really just grungy and really dirty, and so that kind of works in my favor because now I don't really have to plan out too much in terms of like this environment. I can kind of just paint it and it'll be fine, like it'll work. And it kind of adds to just that grunginess. So when you're doing something like this, and this could work for like city streets too, so if you're painting maybe something like New York City or something, this technically could work as well, and it'll kind of work as like this just really messy, grungy, dirty, grimy kind of slum-like environment. And the great thing is like you don't have to do too much planning, but do keep in mind of just like general lighting. So the general lighting is like most of the light sources from the middle, and it's all casting on anything that's closest to it. So you'll notice that most of the lighting is like coming in the direction of where the center sky is. So like you see the top of this crate, the top of this thing here, the top of this vent thing, and the top of the bottom of this sign. Like it's all going back to where the light source is. So like you can see it's all pointing in the direction of where the sky is. Like there's no lighting coming from this side. Like there's no, like I wouldn't take the skylight and put it here on the edge of this rail. Actually, that looks really nice. Not gonna lie. Like the only time like that would happen is if you're trying to imply maybe that there's like a neon sign. So actually maybe I'll give that a shot. I'm gonna put in maybe like a really dull green light just so that it's there, but it doesn't attract too much attention. Kind of like this lime green lighting, but it needs to be consistent. So if I'm going to put it here, then it means that it's casting light onto anything that's around this area. So like the railing is going to catch a bit of that lighting, maybe like this part catches just a little bit of it, and then the top of this catches it. So then your brain kind of understands like, oh, there might be like a window here, or there might be a sign over there. So that's something that you can take into consideration. But yeah, that looks really cool. So I might add it to just like a few more things, just so it contextualizes the environment a little bit. But you don't want it to be too attention, like you don't want it to grab the attention too much. So you'll notice that it feels really bright on these railings, but if I eye drop them, you'll notice that they're actually quite close to the darker side of the triangle. Whereas if I eye drop the sky color, it jumps immediately to the top, like kind of bright saturated side of the triangle. And that's because everything here is really, really dark. So the moment I put anything that has a little bit of color or brightness to it, it's going to really pop and stand out. Whereas in comparison, if I drop this neon light that's on the railing and I put it on the sky, that's how dark it actually is. So that's how dark it really is. So if you do plan on painting something like this, just keep in mind of contrast, keep in mind of the consistency. And I think consistency is kind of what makes things feel believable for like environments or even character design as well. That looks really cool. I like it. It's like there's something out of like TMNT, you know. Oh, how long will this animation be? Really short. It's not going to be any crazy like animation because this one ended up being more of like a fancy, cool environmental backdrop painting. But then we'll animate some like lights, maybe some flickering signs and everything, and just like a short loop. Yeah. Oh, Kevin already answered it. Posted everyone's palettes so people can draw them. Palettes. Oh, you mean kind of like, oh, if I finish this, I put the color palette on the side? I mean, I don't mind doing that. I could put the palette that I mostly used for this piece, so you can kind of eye drop it, so you can kind of follow along in a way if you want to. I haven't posted any palette. Yeah, I could include the palette on the side of this piece if you want to. Yeah. Ooh, nice work on some animation. Don't buy a drawing tablet before watching. Look, Kevin has everything ready. It's crazy. Yeah. And drawing lines on... Yo, yeah. Drawing lines with a drawing tablet is a pain in the butt. I do not recommend trying to do like clean line work. I think painting will be fine on a drawing tablet. I think yeah, using a drawing tablet's fine, but doing line work on a drawing tablet is rough. Oh yeah, Kowloon City. Actually, yeah, that was the inspiration for this. Actually, because there's a restaurant near my house that is the interior design. They took like this photo around Kowloon City, and they took it in an angle where like the signs are so like it breaks my brain looking at it because it's just like, how are things weaving in with each other? It's really cool. Yeah, definitely reuse supplies could be great too. I am in teaching mode, so if I like misinterpret your question, don't worry. It's don't feel bad like you did a bad job explaining. It's more like I'm just in teaching mode and painting mode. So if I don't catch your question, or I kind of say it, or like don't really quite answer it or misinterpret it, you'll just have to forgive the slower processing power of my brain. As you could probably see, a good chunk of it is being diverted towards painting and not really yeah, my answers are just going to be a little bit more inaccurate, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm doing this for Quinn. Why is Quinn not here? Quinn's missing out on these like epic puddles over here. I wonder if Quinn even knows that I've been painting like these like puddles. I feel like they would lose their mind if they saw all these puddles I'm painting, Kevin. I should tag Quinn. No, I'm not gonna tag. I feel like that'll be calling them out a little bit too much. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna tag Quinn in the post and be like, Quinn, you missed out on all these like epic puddles. Look at this shine in the puddles. Isn't this what you want for the puddles, Quinn? But I was afraid of them breaking down for the price. Oh. Honestly, there's so many different options now in terms of like price point, but I can totally understand. Like, yeah, it can feel a little scary because you're like, oh man, I'm you know, like I spend like maybe a few $100s on a drawing tablet. Like, what if I drop it? What if it breaks and everything? Like, I totally get the sentiment behind that. I mean, actually, I was gonna say I've never dropped my tablet, but that's not true. I've dropped my I've dropped my tablet before. There was one time while I was teaching. It was like I think when I first started at Wing Canvas, I was teaching, and then I had my headphone. It was a really bad setup, but I basically had my headphones kind of wrapped around a bunch of stuff, and I also positioned the headphone wire behind my tablet. And then I think I dropped I dropped like my pencil onto the ground, and I went to like lean down to go grab my pencil that had fallen down, and because my wire is still my headphone, I was wearing my headphones and the wires were behind the tablet. My headphones essentially pulled everything down. It pulled like the water bucket because I think I was painting traditionally that day. It pulled my drink. Oh wait, no, I wasn't painting traditionally, but I did have a drink next to me. So it pulled the drink, it pulled my tablet, it pulled like everything, and I was like, oh my goodness, class is starting too, and I just like knocked everything down onto the ground. It was I was freaking out because it was like it wasn't my first day, but it was like pretty like early-ish. And then I think that actually busted my Wacom, because then my Wacom started having like weird pen pressure sensitivity to it. Like it would just respond really in a weird way where I've never had it respond in that way before, and I was like, what is happening? And so yeah, it was actually perfect timing, because then like I think a few months later, Faye was like, oh, do you want this Wacom, not Wacom, do you want this XPPen tablet? It's brand new and it's slightly bigger than the one you have, and you know, I was like, and it's free, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, I'll take it. And so that's kind of why I have the tablet, the XPPen tablet that I have right now. So it kind of worked out. So it was kind of nice. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever dropped my tablet. So unless you have your headphone wires like wrapped around your tablet, I feel like the chances of dropping your tablet are quite slim. I don't want to say that it's like impossible, but I feel like it's not very common for it to happen unless you have a very, very tight setup that allows you to pull down your tablet. Because if that's not the case, I don't think the chances of pulling down a tablet is quite rare, I would say. So I feel like you wouldn't have to worry about it. Just be careful. Honestly, I think, well, that's the short of the story is just be careful, you know. Yeah. Also, I guess I changed the color palette too. So you'll notice that like the buildings, going back to the painting, everything around here in the dark, in the darkness, is all kind of this ultramarine, kind of sky blue type of dark blue color, kind of going everywhere around the sky blue, and like kind of a cobalt and ultramarine color palette. But then as we get closer into the distance, or not closer, but further into the distance in these larger buildings, I started using more of this kind of purpley pink kind of color. It's actually still ultramarine. It's just that I pull it closer to maybe like indigo, and then I desaturate it a lot, and then I lighten it up a lot. Like desaturate it and lighten it up a lot, and then I just lightly paint over the buildings. And that's how you get that more pinkish red color. That I've been kind of using. Might add I don't know if I want to add a few more buildings. I already added a bunch of buildings. So, I don't know. Well, probably not. Okay, time to clean up these drawings. I don't know what this is. It looks like the Discord sign. Now that I'm like cleaning it up and everything. I'm like, why do I have a Discord sign as one of the storefront signs? Oh, no, it's just me and you, Stairwell. It's a one-on-one live stream. This is just a personal live stream just for you. No, it's totally fine. Live streaming to me is still such a trippy experience because you're drawing, but then at the same time you have to like talk, and everybody has like different questions. Everybody has kind of different expectations of what to draw and everything. So I'm kind of there with you too. It's like it's a very strange experience. Obviously a different kind of experience, but still strange nonetheless. Kind of bizarre. Oh, for your back? Yeah, that could be a thing too, your back. I used to not look down. I can't look. Oh, I've never heard of that. It's kind of, that sounds cool. If my display fell on me, I'd definitely shatter my femur. Or yeah, I did the same, but with my mom's phone. Much lesson learned. Have wireless headphones. Okay, I guess, yeah, use wireless headphones, but I don't know. I'm still team. I still wear wired headphones and earphones. I just make sure that there's nothing there that it could be tugged down on. I just make sure that it's all good and it's clear, and I'm not gonna have the mistake of pulling something down. I feel like that's that's also an okay approach. You don't have to go and buy yourself a brand new earphones just so you don't tug down your canvas or anything. Oh, a little also kind of bit of advice as well is that with reflective surfaces, reflection is kind of interesting where you'll have obviously contact shadow. So kind of that's why it's darker here, because it's casting shadow or there's contact shadow. But then because of the reflective surface, reflection is bouncing back onto the surface of the building or like the object. So that's why this area is like a little lighter. And that reflection itself is also bouncing kind of back. It's kind of this ambient occlusion that's happening. So that's why you have like a little, just like a light reflection there. But it's like very subtle. So you don't want to be too heavy handed with it. And also the reflection on the building also not too heavy-handed with it, but to just be subtle. It should feel very almost like just implied and not too in your face with the whole reflection and everything. But it's something to keep in mind if anybody is planning on doing any kind of like reflective buildings or objects where the streets are wet with gloss and rain and everything. You know, I'm gonna add, I don't know if I want to add like red to it, but maybe we'll just add a pop of like purple lighting here, kind of similar to like the railings, but it's just like, oh, here's some purple lighting. Does that look okay? Maybe that looks weird. No, I'm not gonna have that. We'll just put it like maybe like here. This was supposed to be like sewage goop anyways, so it's like, I will just put like sewage goop here. It's fine. It's good enough. Oh, right, I wanted to add little bits of lighting here. We'll have these ones be purple. I think that'd be kind of cool. Some purple lighting here. Also, I'm not going for like hyper realism, obviously, or in terms of not only the rendering and the details, but also just like the colors choices. I kind of like that it's more over the top and a little bit everywhere, and you can't quite exactly know what everything is, and everything is just like a mess, and there's like wirings and loopings everywhere. I quite like that actually. So but the colors kind of approaching with the same mindset as well, where it's just like it's not exactly gonna be a one-to-one perfect lighting color scheme. Like you might be like, oh, shouldn't these fluorescent backlights be like blue or something? But I think it's kind of cool that they're purple. So I don't know. I'm feeling it to be a bit purple right now. Sometimes with drawing, it's good to just kind of go with the flow, kind of just go with your gut feeling and just see where things take you. Like have fun, be imperfect with your drawings and with your line work, and see what it gets you. And see what happens. Dog has left the building? What? That's okay. Really? Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah, it seems like maybe having wired headphones is maybe like a pretty big problem for you. So maybe I guess getting wireless headphones and earphones is probably a better investment. Honestly, it's not that big of a problem for me, so I don't have to go get wireless headphones, but seems like I guess if it's like a pretty big problem for you, then yeah, that way go get it. It doesn't have screen protector either. Okay, well that is also, yeah. Decided animals or pets? Wait, what? Oh, was I gonna add an animal? Did I say I was gonna add an animal last time? I have not considered what animal or pet yet. If I promised that I was gonna use an animal or a pet for this piece, no, I have not considered that yet. But I guess it will be taken into consideration that I will draw an animal or a pet if I have time. I don't know if I have time to draw an animal, but we will see about that. Yeah, did I make that promise? I don't know. Maybe you guys are just being like, yeah, you did say you would put an animal, and you guys are just messing with me, and I never said that. But I mean, I guess I could if there's time. Yeah, even if you go like, oh yeah, Josh, you did say you'd put an animal. I don't, well, it depends on time. If there's no time to put an animal, I'm not gonna put an animal in here. But I don't know. I don't remember saying that. When I said, do you have any notes? I meant your avatar design. Oh, did you say for your avatar? Oh, I missed that completely for my avatar. Oh, wait, so are you also asking if I have like the color palette for my avatar? Or was that for some for that was that for the building, for the drawing of the building? He, yeah, oh, okay. I forgot that the avatar is not actually on my screen. This makes me sound like I'm talking about like Aang or something. Yeah, I guess I could uh, share what my like color palette is if you want it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Um, but yeah, if you want the color palette for my avatar, yeah, I could pass that on to you. I mean, personally, I don't mind. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're not doing anything with them that would warrant me to not share it. But yeah, I don't mind sharing it. Cat pets. I feel like with cyber sci-fi cities, it's always either, dogs or cats. But I feel like that's so much work. Like if I were to draw a cat, should I just draw a cat? Maybe I'll just draw a cat. It's like cliche. I feel like it's kind of cliche to have a cat like around the sci-fi area and everything. Like I find it like cliche, but I don't know. Maybe it's not cliche. I definitely got the perspective off. Oh, I don't want to. I'm like, oh, that means I gotta redraw it. I also went a bit too over the top. I'm spending so much time on that railing. Why am I spending so much time on that railing? Sheesh. How much time is there? Oh, it's 8:57 already. Dang. Okay. Um, I'm gonna. Well, there's so much I want to like just add. Okay. I don't personally think the animation should take too long, so I'm gonna just kind of still chip away at this while I still can, kind of thing. But Cat in the Alley is very cliche. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. White skin, blue shirt, bluer hair. Yeah. Do a bird ferret. We can do a crow. Can you imagine like just a crow flying around with this character? Since I'm watching like Haikyuu, I'm just like a crow. Just have a crow right like around here. Why does she have a crow with her? I don't know. Also, is this a bad drawing of a crow? Probably bad. Very bad painting of a crow. Just a crow hovering around her. Why does she have a crow just like flying with her? But I don't know. A ferret. I already put in the crow. I want a noodle cat. Oh my god. Ferret's not cliche. Imagine there's just a bunch of animals running alongside her. I'm gonna keep the crow for now. It's not official. I just kind of want to put it there as like a stand-in kind of element. I feel like when you're not sure what to do, just put a box. Put a box and some highlights, and the brain instantly is like, ah, I see. I see. There's an object here. Makes sense. Makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting a box here. Why is there a box there? And what is this box? It is a complete mystery as to what this box is. And like, what is all this like extra gunk over here? We also don't know. We're just kind of making stuff up and seeing what works and what fits. And because it's an alleyway, it doesn't really matter what this stuff is. Maybe it's trash bags. Maybe it's loot. Maybe it's like bottles. Actually, yeah, let's put a bottle here. Actually, no, let's not put a bottle there. We can put a bottle like here. There's like a little bottle like right here maybe. And it's a really big bottle, I realized, but it's okay. It's a really big bottle, I realized. It's a little bit too big for a bottle. Here, we'll put just one bottle. We only have enough budget to have one bottle on screen, unfortunately. Okay, we have budget for one bottle, guys. Bottles cost a lot, they do. Yeah, I think you're late. Oh, don't worry, you're not that late. You're about an hour late, but it's okay. We're still chipping away on this guy. It's a vent. Yeah, exactly. Don't know what it is? It's a vent. It's an AC unit. Add more fog. Oh, okay. It's 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Definitely good night, M, or yeah, I guess good night. Good morning in a way. Add a rat and a fog. Okay, maybe I'll look into the fog. Fog is also kind of pricey. Fog is also expensive. We do not have the budget in our production line to maybe add fog, but fog will be taken into consideration. We had enough budget for a bottle though, so that's why we put the bottle there. Kind of want this like almost chromatic aberration. Am I getting a little too like ambitious? I feel like I'm getting a bit ambitious. Adding like chromatic aberration onto like the building sides. Kevin's like, yes, too ambitious. Stop it. By the 9:25 deadline. Yeah, it's not within budget. Unfortunately, we cannot add it to the production pipeline. Do not have enough time for it. I'm gonna clean this. Kind of want to clean that up. The sign. Maybe let's put this here. It's a Friday. That's true. Friday is pretty. It's a good excuse to stay up later. I think he wears a sweater, a volleyball outfit. No, I like don't have any button-ups, unfortunately. I don't think I'm a button-up kind of guy. It's a little bit too. I mean, nothing against button-up shirts. It's just not my get-up. It's not for me. But I'm glad you think that it's kind of my vibe. Maybe it's because you maybe I don't know if you know what I look like, but I don't think I give off button-up shirt kind of vibes. I think Kevin has once described me as I'm the what was that? There was a description you gave me where it wasn't jock, but I'm like the what was it, jock? I swear you gave me a descriptor that was like, I guess I am the jock of of all the instructors here, but I'm not a jock, but I guess I'm kind of, because I guess I'm the one guy who plays sports on the team. I win canvas. But I am definitely not a long button-up shirt kind of guy. I'm very much a hoodie t-shirt and kind of guy. Yeah. But I'm also not a jock. Don't get it mixed up. I am not a jock. I just can't remember what Kevin said, or maybe that is what he said. It's like there was a certain vibe that I gave off. Out of all the crew, out of all the members on Wing Canvas, I'm the one guy. I'm the guy who wears just hoodies. Okay, Jock. I'm a crop top guy. Exactly. Yeah. That's true to who I am. I'm a crop top kind of guy. Exactly. That's my real form. Crop top. Oh yeah, Kevin, do you have any plans for the weekend? The aforementioned Victoria Day that some people don't know about that we have. You have hiding in the corner vibes, as in the one with your belly showing. Yo, how'd you know? That is exactly who I am. What was that what is that quote from? I'm the one who knocks. I am the It's not Batman who says that. It's some where's that from? Does anybody know what I'm referring to? I'm the one who knocks. Oh, you're taking your dog to Breaking Bad. Oh, it's Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've still yet to finish Breaking Bad. And funny enough, I still don't know what happens at the end of Breaking Bad. Like, I have not had it spoiled for me, surprisingly, miraculously somehow. And if somebody spoils it for me, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But I have not had it spoiled for me, so I still don't know what happens. Like, I don't know what happens to Walter White and Jesse by the end of the series, kind of thing. He breaks bad, yeah. Well, that's cool. You're taking your dog to your first fireworks show. Nice. Trying to see if there's anything else to like kind of clean. Oh, signs. Okay, I think let's do the same thing. Let's go for here and let's just kind of slightly add some lights to this one. Some neon lights, good old neon lights. Can't go wrong with neon lights hitting like an object. There we go. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. You can't really spoil it, I guess. Like, sure. Yeah. I know, I've been meaning to watch it. It's just, I don't know. And here's the more infuriating part, too, is like, I'm actually almost done the series, actually. Like, I think I'm on season, like, the second last season. Or the last season. And I just like gave up on it. I was just like, I'm kind of done. I don't know, the show just didn't work for me. So I just kind of lost a lot of motivation in watching it. So I haven't watched it since. But I don't know, maybe I'll get back to it one day. One day I'll come back to Walter White, The Adventures of Walter White and Jesse, you know. Catching up from when I was off. Nothing? You got nothing? Okay. John, we're on crop top. Oh my gosh. I bet you've never even seen Gilmore Girls. Wait, are you... Wait, me? Are you saying that I've never seen Gilmore Girls? Wait, have we talked about this before? I feel like this is a bait. This is a bait to get me to talk about Gilmore Girls. Have I talked about Gilmore Girls? Yo, I love Gilmore Girls. Is that a have we talked about this before? But this is like a little secret, not a secret, but I guess a bonus fun facts about Josh. I love Gilmore Girls. Oh, we have talked about it. Oh yeah, yo, let me tell you guys about Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is awesome. It's just a feel good show, you know. You can't go wrong with Gilmore Girls. I'm not gonna talk about Gilmore Girls. Yeah, call me the jock of Wing Canvas one more time, but I'm the guy who watches Gilmore Girls. Yeah. Let me tell you about Gilmore Girls. I'm sorry, never flip the art. I'm sure we can see it. It looks okay. I mean, I think I kind of uncentered the painting a little bit. I think I shouldn't have, like... I feel like for me, I would have maybe... Because we're working with a little bit of constraints, you know, it's looking okay. I think it's fine. Here, I flipped the canvas for you. Hopefully... This, is what you wanted. Honestly, we just need like detailing. It's like wires and details. There's so many like stairwells. Why are there so many? Why did I put so many stairwells? It's so bizarre. Okay. Oh, one more signage. Back sign. Back of the sign here. To water bottle? Oh, like buying water bottles? Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing until I was like watching YouTube, like YouTubers talk about like how there's an obsession and like cult basically behind like water bottles. And I'm like, what? Like, why is that a thing? That's a thing, and I guess it is a thing. But yes, I have heard of about the cult of collecting water bottles, which is it's so bizarre. That's such a bizarre thing to wrap my head around. Just like, yeah, people collect water bottles. It's like, oh, okay. I guess that's a thing that you can do and collect. I would have never thought of that. Just gonna have these tiny little, like, panel here. Honestly, I feel like you can spend forever doing like a background painting, because you can like add so much detail, and it's like so much fun to like add all these little bits of details to your building. Like, why is there a control panel here that's like super detailed over there, and everything else is not that detailed? Just use bubble wrap? What? I need nothing but I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong with just like a metal bottle, you know. Metal bottle, just get put your stuff in there. You know. I feel like you guys are making it way more complicated than it needs to be. It's just water. Okay, let me clean up this. We're not too not too behind on schedule. So I think I'm just gonna kind of slightly block this in. Maybe do another kind of like wire style. Kind of thing. And then we'll animate and kind of get some things going. The sign's broken over there. Okay. I think that's about it in terms of like what we'll add here. What flavor of Pop-Tarts were you eating? Yo, I answered that question, Kevin. Were you not there? You missed out on my answer. I said I was eating churros. It was the churro flavor one. And I think it's so far is the best one so far of all the ones I've tried. Yo, that churro flavor. Yo, it's a thing. I swear it's new. I don't know, maybe it's new in Canada, but I think of all the ones I've had, that is the best one. Yo, Kevin, go and try out the churro flavored Pop-Tart. It's a banger. It's real good. I think you'll like it. That's such a joke flavor. Thanks for waking me up. Yeah, I guess you're welcome. Hey man, I mean, you know, it's okay. It's late. You know, it's 9:17 where I am. I don't know what time it is for you, but you know, if you need to go sleep, it's okay. You can go sleep. Ain't nobody gonna fault you for it. Okay, also, I don't know what a ferret looks like. I'm gonna look up what a ferret looks like. Ferret. Oh, okay. So, since someone brought up ferret, you know, I'll grant you a ferret. I'm gonna put a ferret, like, silhouette. Like, right here. Just for whoever it was that mentioned ferret. Let me see. I just have to see what a ferret looks like. Also, it's just going to be a silhouette, so don't hate me if it looks really bad and does not look like a ferret. Maybe I'll make it a little darker. Does the turtle tail? It's not a very long tail. We'll make it a little longer tail. Does not look like a ferret at all. Oh, and I should have done it on a different layer. Why did I do that? Oh well. It's this is your ferret, guys. Does it look like a ferret? Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of slightly ish. Maybe I should add like a nose for it. Or something. I don't know. Like, okay, I see that it has a tail. But it's like a very, I don't know, small tail. Here, we'll add a little bit of like the facial features to it. I don't know. It's got... And then like the body is a little lighter. Here we got it. It's a it's a secret. So like you guys who are on the stream and whoever it was that recommended the ferret, you'll know it's a ferret. Maybe like other people who join in the stream or watch the VOD and they were like, what is that thing that's like at the top? And that you don't, they're like, what is that? Is that supposed to be something? Well, guess what? Only you guys will know that it's supposed to be a ferret. Maybe I'll put like the paws here. The hand is over the ledge or something. I feel like that's too obvious. It's too bright. Just gonna lower the value down a little bit. I'm officially your favorite. Well, that didn't take too much work to become your favorite. Well, thanks. Also, wait, what does this say? It's like, oh my goodness, wait, an ice cap. You know what Pop-Tarts should do, Kevin? Do they have this? Have they ever tried it? A Pop-Tart exclusive flavor for Canada, where it's ice cap, Pop-Tart flavor, ice cap. I think that'd be awesome. They should do that. And like, honestly, you could taste like any other kind of regular Pop-Tart flavor, but you just brand it as Tim Hortons ice cap, and I feel like that would make bucks. That'd make money right there. Yo, I know, right? Exactly. That would be awesome. I think they should have gone for it. Missed opportunity for an ice cap flavored Pop-Tart. And if you're like American and you have like no idea what we're talking about, it's kind of like a drink from Tim Hortons, and it's like it's pretty iconic. I feel like every kid has it, and every time a kid has it for the first time, their mind is blown. They're like, what the whoa, because you're just hit with all that sugar and like caffeine, and you're just like, this is the best thing ever. So I think Pop-Tarts, being such a kids' favorite snacks, they should make it like a extra exclusive flavor for us. Yo, exactly. You just say it's ice cap, and people would go get it. I agree. I think they should do it. They're missing out, not doing it for Pop-Tarts. Okay, I think we'll call it here. Oh wait, that's not wrong thing. We'll call it here maybe for the rendering, because I think honestly, like, any more rendering would be a lot. Oh, by the way, do you guys like the sword design? Yeah, I put a little ring on that sword hilt. It's pretty nice. Gonna make the sword just a little bit longer. Also, I'm gonna give it like bumps over here. It's pretty nice, right? Hey. Now it's time to make dinner. Yo, I am holding off dinner because I went somewhere before the stream, and then I wouldn't have had time to. Oh shoot. Where did I paint it? Oh, it's just up there. Okay. I also did not eat dinner yet, so I'm just gonna wait till stream's done, and then I'm gonna go watch some more Haikyuu while I eat my dinner. Let's see, 9:23, not too bad. All right, someone wanted smoke. Okay, for the guy who wanted smoke, I guess we'll try out some smoke. I'm not gonna put go crazy with it. We're just gonna put in with an airbrush. We're just gonna lightly put in some green mist, I guess. Okay, so whoever it was, this is for you. This is for you, random citizen, who wanted cloud mist. Like a minty coolness. Is that what he says in Megamind? I know he goes like, I love you, Metro Man. It's like, I love you too, random citizen. Yeah, this is for you. Whoever wanted mist. This is for you. I'm just getting, and for anybody who wants to try this, I'm literally just using the airbrush and what color do I have? I just have it in this lighter blue color because I think I literally just I dropped it from one of the signs and I'm just putting it over this entire area. Mint ice cap stands for ice cappuccino. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mint or fart? What? Oh, you finished the fan art? Hey, nice. Yo, I want to see your fan art version of me. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Thank you for the love, I guess. I think this is my first time ever receiving fan art, so that's kind of neat. Also put some mist over my character as well, so it kind of matches the context of this scene. Okay, cool. I feel like that looks pretty good. It's not too bad. And maybe we'll put some mist on the side. Some extra mist. Have it extra misty. Oh, sorry, ferret. Well, I mean, you know, it kind of works. It covers the ferret a little bit. We'll lower the opacity a bit and just put it lightly over other things as well. Wow, this adds so much. This makes it look so much nicer. It's like, wow, look at all this. Look at all this depth. And to literally just be taking an airbrush and literally just kind of glossing it over a bunch of stuff. And it looks so like so fancy. Literally, I'm not doing really anything. Just like Kevin said, I'm not doing anything, and I like don't do any work for this piece at all. It's literally just me, just putting blobs down, and miracles happen. Oh, is there a fan? Oh, there's a fan art channel. Nice. Yeah, put it there. I want to check. I would love to see it. No longer my favorite. Ah, dang. I'm sorry, man. But don't worry, you can kind of see it. Don't worry, just for you, okay? It's right there. Don't worry. I'm pointing it out for you. Your ferret right here. Don't worry, you can still see it. Okay, cool. Trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, okay. I do want to clean up this sign though. The sign is looking not the cleanest. And then we'll get into the light animation. So it's not going to be anything crazy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take maybe like this one, and this one, like 1, 2, 3, and then add a little bit of just some lights to it. Oh, maybe I'll have this blink. Maybe I'll have this flash on and off like a red sign onto that one. I think that could work. Yeah, because kind of running a little bit out of time, and there's so much that you can do with like environmental paintings anyways, and yeah, we're losing a little bit of time, so don't want to spend too much time on this, because we are cutting it kind of close. So yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. The animation part. Man, this is gonna be interesting. Just see how it goes. Wow, that's a cool looking. Look at that mist. Looks so fancy. Let me just see. What is this? This is nothing. Okay, I'm gonna make this the lights. Lights. And gonna bring up the timeline. Ooh, there's a lot. Way too many. Okay, cool. We're just gonna do something simple. Okay, we could probably try it out actually. Try a transformation filter instead of like manually doing it and see how it'll look. 24. Let's say 24. Ooh. Transparency mask? Oh wait, no. Add transparency mask maybe. See if it works. I don't know. I might have done it wrong. I like very rarely try doing anything with this. Might have to just manually do it because I don't use this enough oftentimes. It's at 100%. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it out. It's kind of experimental. We'll see how this turns out, folks. I'm just gonna trace over this. Also, this is just a made-up language, so at the end of the stream last time, we kind of just were like, oh, we'll see what happens with this. Okay. And maybe I'll put in just like a light wash of color. I know it's gonna be a very simple just wash. Nothing, we're not doing anything fancy with this. Also, it's just a way of just testing, seeing if it works. If it does work, maybe I'll just clean it up because we're not really animating it. We're just kind of turning on and off the opacity filter. So I kind of want to see if it'll work. Ooh. Does it do anything? I don't know. Oh, it does! Wow, look at that. It works. Okay, let's see how it plays. It looks a little. I don't know if it'll look how that will look, but we'll see. Oh, that's true. Dang it, no bird. Okay, fine, Kevin, no bird. You bring up a good point. That's a good point. We'll just have the ferret there. Fine. Yeah, you could do animations on Krita. So I just want to see this, how it turns. Oh, look at that. Oh, cool. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Okay. I'm really hoping Krita doesn't crash. Because, Yeah. I wonder, oh, you can't really, can I add, does this work? Can I, like, can I, can I, I'm like so afraid to add something just in case it like crashes Krita. So I'm like super nervous. Is this, oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm adding like these curves here so that we get a little bit of a nicer, smoother transition between the light changes. So let's see how that looks. Please don't crash, Krita. Please don't crash on me. Hey, here we go. That's pretty cool. Nice. Okay. That's one sign. One down. Hey, I love a good bird. You know, we'll have where's animated and where there's no bird, and then one that's not animated. Okay, one that's not animated has the bird. The animated one, no bird. Okay, so I could bring back the bird. I like the bird. I think the bird looks sick. But we'll do two versions, okay? Save your progress so you don't suffer. I know. I mean, don't worry. I saved it for the I saved it for the painting itself, but the animation I was like, oh, I didn't save. So if it crashes, it's okay. The bird will live again. Don't worry, I saved, guys. Don't worry. Does Krita crash often? It can, especially if you're doing animation. It crashes quite a bit. The heavier the kind of, I guess, the project. So what I did, I guess, since I was also like not too sure, because I don't really use this function too often. But basically, you'll see here lights. This is essentially the little neon sign up here. I'll clean it up now since it works. But you see this neon sign. So in order to animate it, and instead of hand animating every single thing, like it kind of just slowly disappearing, I gave it a transparency mask. And in order to do that, you basically just right click it, you go to convert, and you click convert to transparency mask. Now on the timeline, animation timeline, you might not really see anything. So what you have to do is go to animation curves. And you'll notice that on frame 1, because that's kind of where I have the sign already lit up, on frame 1, I added a keyframe, and it puts it at 100, which means it's like 100% opacity. And then I put one on frame 12 just to test it out, and I added another keyframe here, and basically it made a very smooth transition of the lights blinking on and off. But in order to have a bit more of like a more natural blinking, I instead kind of added these extra keyframes here so that, I added these extra keyframes so that it would, how did I get like 2? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, but basically I added these 2 extra keyframes to smoothen out the transition. So this is called like an S-curve in animation, and basically it's kind of like a roll-off type of timing where it's a little bit slow and then it speeds up and then speeds up the transition and then slows down. So it's kind of like a roller coaster. You can kind of think about it like that. But that's essentially what a S-curve is. It's a very slow transition. The values drop in a little bit, and then once it hits past this Bezier curve, it then speeds up and loses transparency really quickly, and then once it gets around here, which is the 9th frame, the transparency softens up again. So it's not a very harsh or even transition. So yeah, I'll show it again so you guys can see it. So you can kind of see it has like a little bit of like easing out, easing in type of fade out. But I wanted to kind of not flicker, but like flash on and off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also I'm gonna save just in case. I'm gonna duplicate it So what I'm gonna do is like at the very end, because my sequence is only 24 frames, I'm gonna add a keyframe, and it drops it right to 0. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it up and move it up to 100% on frame 24, and you'll see that it's a smooth line. Well, not smooth line, but it's a very even line. So what this means is I'll show you when we play it, and I'll save it just in case. But if I play it, you'll notice that the first half of the flicker is very smooth. It kind of eases out and then eases in, which means it slows out. It kind of slowly loses transparency and then eases into where it gets to 0. But the second half, you'll notice that it's a little bit more even. So that's like a constant motion. So hopefully it works. So you can kind of see it, right? The first half has a little bit more of like a softer, like, and then the second half is a bit more like natural. It's going to be really subtle because it's really quick, but that's essentially what I'm doing. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to frame 15, add a keyframe, go to frame 20, let's go 19. I think that's 19, and add another keyframe. And then I'm going to click with the keyframe selected. I'm going to click on this. Oh, let's try this. Let's see what happens. That does not do anything. Okay. I'm going to make it a Bezier curve. So it now gives me these handles, these handlebars. And it essentially allows me to make a curve. So you see here how it has like this handlebar. Allows me to curve and smoothen out so that the transition is a little bit more smooth. Just gonna maybe like make it slightly even. And yeah, something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect for like this kind of piece. So I don't use this too often, but I don't know how did I get a second handlebar. Because you see there's like 2. Now I'm kind of just like, how did I get 2? I don't know. It was weird. Sorry, I'm just kind of fiddling around with it, trying to see. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save again. Just Krita's notorious for being a little finicky with this type of animation. With normal drawing animation, it can kind of be okay if you're hand drawing animation, but with any kind of transformation animation, like the transformation mask, or with like a transparency mask, it can get a little finicky. Okay. Hey, that's not too bad. So now it's even. So now the only problem is that I did a bad job with the drawing because I wasn't sure if it would work or not. So I was just like going at it. Hopefully this also doesn't break. Hopefully this doesn't break the software. And it's okay with me painting. So hopefully that kind of sparks some inspiration for you guys to try out the transparency or even the transformation mask. They can be really cool. So if you have like an object that needs to move across the screen, which is actually something I do want to try out, which is adding a blimp or an airship around the top area. So I would have like this airship moving across the screen. I don't know if we'll have time for it, but if we do have time for it, I'm gonna animate it moving across the screen. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, it would, instead of hand animating it or just manually dragging it every single time, I would just use the transformation mask and just move it across the screen. But we might not have time for it since I do just want to have like these signs glowing, which I think would be really cool. Okay. One sign down, 500 again. We smoothed before? Maybe, I don't know. Oh. Got a little... Oh, interesting. I wonder why it added that extra little bit. Huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I'm still kind of figuring out how this works too. I'm just like, oh, I wonder why it... Oh, interesting. It didn't keep it. Huh, that's neat. Well, yeah, the masks are still kind of new to me. Like, I don't use them too often, so it's a little finicky. Let's see, it's 9:46. We got a few more time, a little bit more time. Huh? What? Oh. I see why this took a while, yeah. What did you say, Stairwell? Okay, well this will be lights number 2. Let's see, what other sign did I want? Oh, this one. Okay, let's do this one. Oh. Let's give it a transparency mask. Oh, did I give it the wrong one? Oh, can you only give a transparency mask to one thing at a time? Or maybe because I... Lights 2. Oh, 2. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, I'll take a look at it on Discord after I'm done the stream, but yeah, I probably won't have time to look at it during stream. Oh, that's so interesting. I wonder why it adds it there. Hmm. Maybe you can only have one thing at a time. That's so interesting. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Just do one. We'll do one sign at a time. Oh. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I should have animated. Okay, you know what? We'll try it. We'll try. Here, we'll try another sign. Try the same thing. So I think I'm just gonna try to paint this object. I get distracted easily. Yeah, I do get distracted easily, but I think it's also because this is a very like it's a new feature for me. Like I understand the concept of how to use it, but it's not a very common feature for me to use. So I kind of just want to see how to use it, if that makes any sense. Just to kind of play around with it and see what I can get with it. So yeah, if I'm a little unresponsive on chat, you'll have to forgive me as I'm trying to figure out like why certain things turn are looking the way they are. Or if anything, if I figure it out, I might maybe just clean it up on stream. Oh, interesting. Only one of them got adjusted. I wonder why. That's so fascinating. I probably did something wrong. Most likely that is the one that is oh wait. Is it because this the drawing? It might be because it's the drawing. Well, that that's interesting. A better late than never late. Okay. Bye, bye. Um I mean, I don't mind taking a look at it afterwards, I guess. Yeah, could check it out. Okay, I think I'm gonna redo it instead, cause I think I understand what I did wrong. Or yeah, okay, I'm gonna redo it, and we'll see if I can do it right this time. Okay, yeah, just gonna put it in, and then I'm gonna put. Not gonna do the full painting. I'm just gonna kind of light this up, just to experiment with it. And then I'm gonna turn it to. Oh, again, why does it shift it over there? It could honestly, it could be a Krita problem as well. That's the case. No, we'll bring it back, even though it's a little finicky. Maybe I'll kind of end it here, just because the light animation's a little kind of hard to predict how it'll kind of function. I don't know if like I might have to restart Krita as well. Um, but yeah, I might experiment on my own, and then if I can get the transparency to work the way that I think it should be working, then I'll upload the updated version onto Discord. But I guess we'll end it a little early. We'll end it here. Oh, I didn't even. Whoops. Gotta bring the bird because it's not animated, Kevin. I gotta bring the bird. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, well, I guess we'll end it a little early, unless we'll end it officially early. But I might stay on just a little longer and kind of play around with the transparency tool. But I might have to reset Krita, restart it, and try it again because I don't know why it keeps grouping it into the group this, which is very weird. It's strange. I don't know why. Because it's not locked or contained to anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out on my own time maybe, and then we'll see how it goes. But sure, let me see. Here we'll see. Take a look at the fan art piece. Oh, whoa, cool. I like what you did with my hair. This is kind of cool. Oh, what the? Oh, that's the lights. jokes. Hey, so this is a little fan art piece that Stairwell did, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess if you guys have any other fan art pieces for us, you can definitely post them in the fan art channel that I think Kevin linked to. Did you link it, Kevin? I thought I saw you link it, but yeah, I really like the hair. I can see the button-up shirt. I do not wear button-up shirts, but I do like that you gave me a button-up shirt. And I like this light. Ooh, this light swirl here is really cool. Awesome piece. Yeah. Thanks for doing the little fan art piece of me, Stairwell. Really appreciate it. Okay, cool. So that's kind of it. That's kind of the end of this stream. Like I said, I probably might stay on a little bit just to play around with the lighting. If you guys want to stay on with me, you are free to. But officially, we're technically done. So I'm just gonna kind of read off the closing statements and yeah, we'll officially end. Well, I mean, I'll still work on it, but officially, technically, we'll end it. So, yeah, thank you for joining the stream. If you don't know who I am, my name is Josh. I'm one of the instructors here at Wing Canvas. I teach the illustration, drawing and painting, and animation classes. And if you don't know what Wing Canvas are, we here at Wing Canvas, our mission is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. Join us for free live stream lessons every week. They're typically on Saturday and Sundays. Saturday and Monday. The Saturday ones are at 3 p.m. and then the Monday ones are at 9 p.m. So we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion into income. And also shout out to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible work and watching your art improve in our classes and our weekly critiques. If you're an art nerd, be sure to check out our Discord, where you can get our notes and artwork from streams, as well as art challenges and other resources to help you improve as an artist. And also, this stream is sponsored. We'd like to thank our sponsor for this stream, XPPen, who have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for both beginner and advanced artists. If you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find the link in the description of this video. And there's no stream this weekend because it is, of course, Victoria Day. But the next one, I believe, is based on the schedule. It's going to be Saturday, May 24th. And it's going to be World Building 101 for Artists. And it's going to be by Jesse. So Saturday, 3 p.m., May 24th, Jesse's going to be streaming. And then, on that Monday, May 26th, it's me again. And me and Kevin are going to be back, and I'm going to be streaming advanced overhead map illustrations. Ooh, fancy. So yeah, you guys have that to look forward to. And we'll see. Yeah, so officially, good night. I'll kind of just stay on maybe a little bit longer, and gonna see if I can figure out this lighting situation. I just watched The Cat Returns. I am confusion. I feel like a lot of Ghibli films are kind of confusing, and I feel like in order to gauge whether I like it or not, or whether the movie was good or not, I have to watch it like multiple times. Wait, The Cat's Return, that's a Ghibli film, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I feel like with those movies, I have to kind of give it a few multiple watches. Not the mask layer, this layer. I wonder if it's because I have a frame on frame 12. I think that's why. But then why does it not come back here? Unless, let me just check something. Oh, that's so strange. Why does the opacity not work for like the other one? I'm so confused. It's so strange. Okay, let me put something down just real quickly. try a different color. Let's go for neon red. A neon red sign. Like this one, maybe. Yeah, let's see. And then if I'm wondering if it's like maybe because I have to draw something on it first. And then I can convert it into a transparency map. Why does it add it to the group layer that's on like, that's so strange. Is this Ghibli? Yeah, okay. So weird. Oh, is it add? Oh, add! Oh my goodness, I keep clicking the wrong one. Okay, it's add transparency mask. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Okay, then I think on the animation curve itself. Oh wait, no, transparency mask. I have to click the transparency mask. I'm gonna add an opacity. Okay. And then on frame 12, I'm gonna add another one. Then I'm gonna drop it. No? Why'd that not do anything? Oh, that's so weird. I thought it would have to be the... Oh. Okay. Is it this? Oh, it is that. That's so strange. Okay. I'm so like just so it's such a weird way of working at making it work, but okay. I guess. But that still doesn't explain why the other light doesn't slowly fade back on. That's so weird because it's all still just one. Still one drawing. I'm confused. But you know what? That's okay. Whatever. I will just make it just this then. I wonder what happens if I delete that. See, that still comes on. Okay. That's so weird. Okay. It's not gonna affect it. Nope. Okay. Okay, cool. The sign stays glowing. Nice. 12, 20. Oh. Oh, what the heck? Now this one has 2. Okay, Krita. Yes. Yeah, so strange. I wonder if it's because I gotta... Oh. What the... Interesting. Such a bizarre feature. Is it not at 100%? Should be at 100%. Why does it have like a jitter? Oh, starts at 1. The stubborn part of me is just like, I want to figure it out. Why are you like this? Oh, that's so interesting. Can I put this here? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna show this off one more time, and then I'm gonna end the stream because I'm just so curious. Oh, what? That's so weird. Oh, what happened here? Oh, why are you all the way over there? Why are you here? Why are you there? It's so fascinating. Okay, well, interesting. Okay, one last time. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, now it's officially the end. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna kind of figure it out on my own off stream, but I think I kind of have the idea as to what's going on and how to make it kind of flicker, I guess, in a way. And then I'm gonna upload it. So I'll upload kind of this version right now, just the drawing itself, and then look forward to kind of an animated version of it with the lights and everything. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Now we are officially, I'm gonna officially end it. But yeah, thank you all for joining and kind of sticking through with me while I figure it out. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good night, and hopefully everybody has a good weekend as well. And for fellow Canadians, hope you guys have a good Victoria Day. Okay, good night. Bye-bye.